Hello and welcome to another episode of Culture Shock. I'm your host, Ricardo Picena, aka the Meditating Cowboy. I'm actually recording this podcast outside on my upstairs balcony, so I apologize if there's any wind interruption. It won't be a long podcast. I'm going to do 2 more and complete, 10 podcasts for this. And then I'm going to do 10 more on nutrition. I'm actually about to start my food truck again as a nonprofit, basically teaching people how to eat macro balanced nutritious meals. I got certified as a nutritional coach late 2018. Can't believe 2019 is already over. Merry Christmas for people who are celebrating Christmas today. Today is Christmas time. I'm actually just relaxing. My mom and dad are in Mexico. I'm enjoying being out here, but I wanted to touch back again on the intention of why I even started the podcast. Was more to express myself, my point of views. I think since I keep an open mind, I allow myself to do what I do and influence others, through the ideas that we share and actually applying action to our most valued idea that we want. So for me, after reflecting these past few months, I like to teach nutrition. I really just like talking, to be honest. I love talking, but I don't love just any small talk. I like talking with the intention to improve our mindsets or to gain more perspective and things. So either one of those two things for me, it's a win. It's never a waste of time for me. And I think the fact that I can keep an open mind and I have a set of beliefs, but I'm willing to change them if I find something new that works better. And I think that alone, I allow myself to do what I do. I don't know. I've never been told that it's been narcissistic or egotistical to just do that, but I have seen videos where people criticize other people. But to me, it goes back to my first podcast. It's our self-image. The way we see ourselves is really what matters. What should matter the most in order for you to have a healthy mindset. Another thing that I found out about myself was that I might be a little over neurotic, but I think that's what I feel like we all have a little bit of that, and we have to kind of find our own balance, our own way of getting over things that makes us act that way. And one thing that I know is to be more conscientious, build schedules, stick to them, do some extra work, which I think since I've been doing that, I've noticed more difference in that area of my life. And shout out to Jordan B. Peterson. He's doing awesome. He's a clinical psychologist from Canada, and I think he teaches over at the University of Toronto. I also think he is aware that one of my beliefs is that we're all here temporarily, and we're spirits driving this human body. Even though he doesn't necessarily say that, but I know the way he expresses himself, that he's out here to help humanity. So I like listening to professionals who I know are out here to help humanity. You can usually tell because they don't want to monetize what they do really, like what they really love, but they have to because money is like the tool that you use to reach more people and grow your business. I mean, I understand from a business perspective. And he just, listening to him and Alan Watts has helped me self-analyze and find some of this stuff that I feel like will help others. So I highly suggest y'all listen to Alan Watts and Jordan B. Peterson. They help a lot. They're professionals. They pretty much, everything I've said, they've said in different words, but it's the same meaning. I just like to oversimplify things because life can be easy or complicated. Again, I apologize if there's a lot of wind. I'm out here on the balcony, and it's just such a beautiful day. I can't believe it's this hot on Christmas time. Get away, wind. But yeah, I find it amusing that we can learn so much about ourselves through the words of somebody else or through the actions of somebody else. Like, you don't have to go through things. You'll learn from seeing somebody else messing up. You're like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go through that, so I'm not going to do what they did. And then we learn. And yeah, I love that. And that's another reason why I like to share a lot of this stuff, because some of it, most of it, I've been through it, and some of them I didn't go through it because I learned from somebody else's mistake or somebody else's, not a mistake, but somebody else's lesson, you know. So I share all this, and I thank everybody who stays tuned and provide their feedback. And if honestly, I would like for people to let me know if y'all are actually getting any value out of any of this. Are y'all learning stuff about yourselves? Because when I talk about me, I'm really just expressing the reflection that we are of each other, because I'm a human being and I have emotions and feelings, and you're a human being. You have the same thing. It's just the way we were raised was different. So you have perspectives that may help me, like I have perspectives that may help you. And but overall, everything that I share is balance. If you overdo one or the other, you'll find yourself in a pickle, in a bind. You find yourself in a circle. It's just life. I think, even practicing what you preach, if you do that too much, which I don't know, I think that'd be good, but it just depends what you're preaching, I guess. You might be preaching bad things, and if you're practicing that, that's not good. And definitely not trying to harm other people. But another thing that I want to share is in business that I've been learning, that people who are bringing their business up faster are the ones that are giving back the most. And the reason that is people who are genuinely giving back the most. And the reason that is because we should always live in abundance. And I feel like there's just this natural guidance that comes from giving and living in abundance. Not only that, I feel like a natural contentment. Like, you don't need to be on a chase of something, even though you probably are still chasing something, whether it's money or that happiness that you think it's outside of you. It doesn't really matter. I think overall it's if you're content, because I believe we're always going to be working or playing for a living, whatever gets you paid. I believe that language shapes perception, so I like to use the word playing instead of working. And when I do use the word working, in my mind, I'm already thinking playing. And perspective is reality. So the way you see the world is it's your reality. And that's as simple as I can put it. But yeah, did y'all know that the way you see the world shapes your reality? Yeah, that is literally reality. And luckily for us, society lets us know when we're being a little too neurotic, too much of a visionary, I guess. But also, it's up to you to decide if their opinion is valid, or because we're all creative people, and you can't really rate creation because it's subjective. You know what I mean? And somebody creates a piece of art that they're very happy and everybody else loves, but one person don't love, and that person who created the art values that one person that don't love it more than the others. You better believe that they're not going to care that the rest of the world loves their art if that one person they care more about doesn't, which it should be yourself. You should care about it more than anybody else, but you get what I'm saying as far as what perspective is. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick podcast, number 9, and I'm going to record another one here soon for number 10, and then from 11 to 20 I want to record about nutrition, on how to pretty much stabilize your blood sugar through nutrition. And the science of blood sugar stabilization is amazing. and I will explain more of that. Or y'all can go to the meditatingcowboy.com and download the free self-health assessment that I put up. Been working on that for a couple months. Finally finished it up. So I'm not selling anything. Everything that I paid for, I'm just going to package it and give it away for free. I hope people really use it, because if you're paying for programs and stuff, you're getting because I'm offering all that for free. But the only thing that I ask for is for you to apply actions to your expectations. And I thank y'all for listening. I'm going to get back to enjoying this beautiful view here. And I hope y'all have an amazing, if I don't get to record another one, amazing 2020. It's coming, y'all.